What if you had wheels? You'd be a bus. You know, we what if, and we're looking at problems like the terrible situation we just had in Tucson, and I'm troubled by it, by this need we have to try to find more people to blame for crazy, terrible, horrible things that happen. Obviously, you have to start with just genuine sympathy and compassion for the victims, from the child who was killed and their parents, to, of course, the congresswoman and everyone else. And these are horrible things. But this notion of trying to find out why couldn't we have done something with this fellow sooner or more seriously is just very troubling, because it's so naive and it's looking for scapegoats. Look, in 2007 we had the Virginia Tech shooting, and there was all kinds of talk then about what could we have done. In fact, that person was actually adjudicated as mentally ill. But there still is only so much you can do. Do you know how many people have mental illness in this country? Some adjudicated, some not. Do we think we're really going to be able to monitor them every single second of the day, or prevent them from doing anything, or lock them up forever? And then, of course, we had the Fort Hood killing. Who could have anticipated that? That was a psychiatrist. Yes, then in the after effects, well, we know that he had some bias because of his Muslims' beliefs, and that he was trying to get even, and everything looked so clear from 2020. And of course, in Tucson, we have this guy who obviously has a serious history of mental instability, and probably is insane, but certainly is mentally unstable. It's horrible. It's bad. But we can't constantly be looking for scapegoats. We can't constantly be looking to blame somebody. So now the community college is at fault because they didn't do enough. They didn't try to commit him, as if that would have made any difference, and they would have had to spend the money and time and not succeed. There are all kinds of what ifs, and we should try to learn. But we can't use every instance just to reinforce the pre-existing beliefs. One of the things that amazes me, that people are for gun control find this perfect evidence for gun control. The people against gun control are using this as perfect evidence against gun control. The fact of the matter is that those debates have to be decided on other kinds of factors than a specific instance of a really crazy person who does a crazy thing. You know, ethics requires responsibility. We need to be responsible of how we think about these things, and not include in our net of more people to blame. And now be sympathetic to the fact that this happened, and to really understand sometimes bad things just happen, and that's what happened.